Alright. Let's get this shared. Uh, Alright. Let's see. See what we got going on here. All right, 98 wins. Going for the hundo today. Let's see if we can get it. All right. Well, we're halfway there. All right. Let's see. Good draft. Good draft. Psychic. No phrase. All right. Could have some Latias coming. Could have some Latias inbound. Okay. All right. As long as it's not hair across 1. Okay. Hair across 3. We can rock with that on Psychic. It is a little scary. I mean, we'll definitely take it in draft, but it is a little scary if we miss our Mega Horns. But you kind of just gotta hope you hit them. Although I guess it could be like a Lottie. Well, Lottie 2 doesn't even always kill. Latias 2 barely kills. Hopefully we see a Latias. And then obviously 3 doesn't even have Psychic, so there's always that possibility. Metas, of course, scary. We just need to do a little bit of chip to them. Alakazams, of course, are going to kill. How's Hypno? Hypno doesn't even kill. Wow. Okay. Era 3. Beautiful first pickup. Oh my gosh. Another amazing anti-psychic. I should put Lax. Snorlax 1. An amazing anti-psychic mode. Wow. And is it thick fat? Ah, it's immunity. Actually, that's not bad to have immunity on this Snorlax specifically. This one specifically is actually kind of nice with immunity. Oh my gosh. And we can EQ. Oh my gosh, this team is cracked already. This team is cracked already. What? What is that, Gengar 7? This team is cracked already. T-Bolt would have been nice. Oh, it's 4. 4, 4, 4, right. 4 is the one without T-Bolt. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What is that draft? I'm gonna have to post this draft. That is so funny. I don't think we're taking the Salamence actually. We'll have to think about it whether we want Salamence or Gengar, but we probably want Gengar. Yeah, 3 with Endure. Oh my goodness. Wish Cash 1, also not a bad mon. Okay, Aggron 4. What an insane draft, though. Okay, so the thing about so here's some things we have to consider, right? So with Gengar 4, it's really annoying that we don't have T-Bolt because of Starmie. Now Starmie will always see a kill on Gengar, and it sometimes sees a kill on Heracross. Snorlax like always sees a kill on this thing, which is amazing. So, So how fast is Heracross 3? 137? So, okay, so there's a couple issues here. So one issue is, I mean, obviously in this scenario we would go Starmie. One issue is if we face, like, Typhlosion 1, right? If we pick the Gengar. That's kind of annoying. Now, if we pick the Salamence, I guess we would just go into Lax and Earthquake. Yeah. So, the fire types are annoying. Obviously, like, Charizard. Charizard's also a really annoying one. Not that we're facing it this round, I'm just thinking, like, down the line. Like, fire types could get a little tricky. Now, if we're facing, like, Arcanine... Oh, Arcanine. That's fine, because Heracross outspeeds, and even though I would get intimidated, Gengar could just take it out. Now, Gengar could... Yeah. I mean, I really like being able to Earthquake with Heracross up front. Gengar is specifically, I mean, honestly, Gengar and Salamence would be kind of tricky into, like, the Psychic types, because you have, well, I guess the thing is, if we see, like, let's say we saw, like, Alakazam, right? The cool thing is, with Gengar, we can actually go Earthquake. But with Salamence, we would have to go, with Gengar, we could go Earthquake. With Salamence, we could go, with Salamence, we would have to go Mega Horn. So, the fact that Gengar allows us to click Earthquake more might be more useful. Huh. We're definitely taking Snorlax in the back. I think that's no question. Now, obviously, if we face like a... So, let's say we face like a Dodrio. Right? Now, I can kill it with Brick Break, but with Salamence, Intimidate doesn't even help there. I'd have to swap out. And then I'd have to try to KO it with Double Edge. But with Gengar, I would just be able to Ice Punch it. But I do like that aspect as well. Also, if we ever see a Salamence, Gengar can just take it out. I think I'm maybe leaning Gengar here. Only because, well, let's say in that scenario where we see Charizard. I mean, we basically just... And it's just Charizard... Oh, I guess Charizard 2 has Ace. Charizard 3 has Flamethrower. And they all probably take out Heracross. Well, but... I guess the interesting thing is only Charizard... I guess Charizard 1 and 4 do see a kill on Gengar. But I guess what we would do is... Oh wait, does Charizard 4 see a kill on Gengar? Oh yeah. One roll for both of them. So I guess what we would do, because they would... I guess Charizard's much more likely... And well, I guess the same is the same too. Okay. Gengar's bulkier than I thought. So I guess what we would do is we would just go Psychic, hope that the Typhlosion doesn't see the kill, goes for the Heracross. We would maybe swap out, depending on what the other Mon is. If the other Mon can kill Gengar, we might just have to go with the Earthquake or the Rock side. I think we go with that. I think we take the Gengar for the speed. Okay. Yeah, we're taking those three. Although Salamence would help Snorlax in the back, I think the speed on Gengar is pretty relevant. Okay, and it's Latias. That's beautiful. So, what we have to decide here is, do we want to go... well, first... Okay. So we have a couple options. Exeggutor 1 can't touch. Exeggutor 2 can't touch. Exeggutor 3 can't really touch. It's just Exeggutor 4. How does Gengar do? We actually just Oko that thing with Ice Punch. So I think we actually go Ice Punch Mega Horn. Oh my gosh, you got a Quick Claw. Jeez. Oh my gosh. It's Lottie 2 with Quick Claw. That is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, and it's Fearow. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? And it's a freaking Fearow. Oh, that's so annoying. And it's got a Leech Seed Exeggutor. What? Are you serious? Gosh, saving Gengar would have been so huge here. So it's got Leech Seed. So is it 3? Yeah, it's gotta be 3. So it's gotta be Exeggutor 3. Which can't Toxic me, thankfully. Man, Leech Seed's so annoying. I mean, I guess we just have to go... We can hope for a Bright Powder miss, but we just go Brick Break Facade into Fearow. We have to kill the Fearow. I mean, we could attract, but that doesn't really help much. Dude, that's insane. We have to go Facade. Okay. Okay, it's just doing Giga Drain. I think we go Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball. I'm worried about Explosion though. Oh gosh. Do we attract? Maybe we attract. gosh. Now we have to go Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball. We have to. Oh gosh, it's gonna be so like... Well, we can't kill with Shadow Ball, so I guess we Facade, then we Shadow Ball. Oh my gosh, we got the crit. Oh my gosh, Snorlax with the crit Facade. Because I didn't want to put it in super low range for Boom. But just enough that Shadow Ball would KO, like 50%. Oh my goodness. Oh, we earned that crit after that freaking Quick Claw from the Lottie. Oh my goodness. But the fact that Fearows and Dodrios outspeed, I feel like we... Do we keep the Gengar, or do we take the Lottie? I guess that's an interesting question. That was insane. I thought about, like, the problem is you can't even set up, like, if it just didn't have Leech Seed, I could just go double team, double team, double team, double team, and set up the double teams with the Attract. No type. No phrase. I even thought about swapping out the Gengar right away. Because obviously, Egg 4 has Bright Powder. Would Egg 4 have killed Hera? Yeah, it could have. So, I don't know if Lottie 2 is worth it. I think I like the speed on Gengar. Obviously, it's like a little bit better in Starmie stuff, but I feel like Gengar drawing some of the kills might be helpful. I think I'm gonna keep. I cannot believe it was the one Lottie with Quick Claw. That is insane. And it got it. Okay, Battle 100. Jolteon Credilli. Okay, this should be okay. I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of Gengar 4 counts. Because Jolteon 4 does not kill. Jolteon 1 does not kill. Heracross always kills. Yeah, of course. Yeah, even Jolteon 3. 3 is the bulkiest one, yeah, okay. Now with Credilli, how much do we do to Credilli? Like 4. Earthquake does 32. And then Gengar, do we do enough with Ice? We don't do enough with Ice Punch, which is concerning because I don't want to get Mirror Coated. What's the chance though? So 51 to 60. So we can just Brick Break it the next turn, but then Gengar's not really doing anything this turn, which is unfortunate. Unless I go for like Psychic Crit or Ice Punch Freeze into Jolteon so that it doesn't attack the Heracross, which also isn't horrible. Is that the worst thing though, going for it? Because there are other Credillis that die. It might be worth the risk. Because obviously, if Jolteon attacks Gengar, even if I use a lower move like Psychic or Fire Punch, a Mirror Coat will probably kill me. Yes. Yeah, they're. I'll put swap next to them if they're not, Dave. I'll put swap. I think we're gonna go for it. T-Wave. Okay, yeah, we get the kill. We get the high rolls. Alright. Easy enough. Third match. Alright, that's 100 wins right there. That's another 100. No type. Impossible to predict. Well. All I will say is, Heracross, you better hit your Mega Horns if this is Alakazam. Ooh, Xatu. Okay. Do we take out all the Zatus with Ice Punch? So we're looking at Registeel 1 or was it 4? No, 3, I think. Oh no, it's 6 with sub. Right. 5, 1 and 5. Xatu could be anything. So it's very, very likely to be Registeel 1 or 5. Which means it's probably not Xatu 2. Xatu 3 is fast. 134. Doesn't outspeed Heracross. We could Mega Horn it just in case. But Ice Punch picks it up. I mean, Focus Punch we're not scared of. I don't think we really care about Curse. I mean, yeah, Registeel 5 can't touch Gengar. So it'd just be double teams. But I guess we might as well just Ice Punch Earthquake. It's probably not gonna... It can't counter. And there's nothing that Xatu can do to stop this. No Quick Claws or Bright Powders. Was it Psychic impossible, or was it No Type impossible? Because it can't be a Psychic type, I thought. Or I thought it was No Type impossible. So it'd have to... It couldn't be any of those. Oh, I think... So the last round was Psychic No Phrase. The last round was Psychic No Phrase, I think. So, you know... I thought this one was No Type, though, but I'm getting confused now. So if it was No Type, you would have, like... I mean, you could still have Clefable. 1 or 2. You could have... any submon. You can't have Credilli because we just faced Credilli. But you could have Blissey. You could have... I don't think there's anything too scary. I'm just dumb, it was No Type. Skarmory. The Skarmory is kind of scary, only because of Drill Peck. I guess we'll swap out to the Snorlax and go with the Fire Punch. Oh, I guess it was always going to use Fly, so we could have just Earthquaked there. That was silly. We hit the Facade, though. Alright. Easy match. I mean, Registeel can always be scary with Double Team, I suppose. It's because we're not winning that 1v1 with Snorlax. Fourth match. Psychic, high risk. Wow, the Psychic. The irony is like, so I think the irony with Heracross is like, what types do you want to see, right? Because you say, oh, we want to see Psychic. Well, the Psychic types can kill you, but obviously you can Mega Horn them. You probably want to see Grass. That's probably what you want to see with Heracross. Although that's what you want to see with like everything. But if you want to see normal types, it's kind of the same thing because you're like, oh, it's normal types, I can break them. But what if you get a Fearow or a Dodrio and they can just outspeed and kill you? So it's kind of ironic that the types that you want to see with Heracross are also the scariest types. I don't even know what we would swap here. I mean, technically the Snorlax is flexible enough to swap, but I don't know what we would swap. Okay, so this is annoying. We're just gonna have to go swap and Mega Horn. Yeah. Boom, baby. Gotta hit those. Gotta hit those. Okay, no para, that's huge. Does Earthquake just take out Jinx, is the question? It could be Fake Out, obviously. Honestly, so ironically, I feel like Jinx and... Ironically, it's like, in the back, it's like I could take Starmie just so that I never have to face Starmie again. But like Starmie isn't horrible, I suppose. So it is Nidoking 1. So it could be any Jinx. Well, actually, yeah, because we won't be able to tell the item. Because Starmie could be, well, Starmie was faster, so it's not 1. So it's got to be either Lum or it could be Bright Powder, technically. So Lum or Bright Powder. Nidoking's Quick Claw, obviously he's got, but Nidoking can't touch Gengar, so we just have to kill Jinx, and we win. So what's the best way to kill Jinx? Brick Break? Or Earthquake? I guess Brick Break and Shadow Ball. It was Fake Out. That's okay. You're just dead. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Fifth match. Normal, high risk. At least if I see the Dodrio or the Fearow on lead, I can just take it out, which is nice. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Double Intim. Wait. Okay. The Arcanine didn't have Intim. That actually is huge. That actually is huge. Because I think that means that Heracross can just take this out. So, obviously Gramble 4 would be kind of annoying with Shadow Ball, but if it locks into Shadow Ball, then Snorlax just beats it. Would it actually? Yeah, I think it would. Lock into Shadow Ball. Yeah. Would for sure. Oh, no, it could lock into Mega Kick, but again, you're at the same thing. So, with Arcanine, you all have the same bulk. Now, at -1, we do 76 to 90. So Gengar can just hit it with a Psychic. And the Psychic could crit. That's why we would Psychic. Just get a KO right there. Okay, no Quick Claw from Gramble. Crit. Even if we were double intimidated, actually, that might have worked. Could we do 52? Heracross 3. Yeah, actually, double intimidate actually would have been fine, ironically. That's crazy. Okay, we did about 45 there. No tank. Kind of scary. Oh, gosh. So it is Gramble 4. Because that was not killing... Let's see here. So... Yeah, that was not killing. So it is Gramble 4. So we don't know anything about the Miltank. But does Miltank even see kills? So Gengar 4, I don't think Miltank sees kills. Yeah, Miltank 3 doesn't. Miltank 1 does not. Miltank 4 can't touch me. So, and I feel like Miltank 4 is what we'd be most scared of. Gramble 4, we just kill with Psychic. Snorlax 1 is actually faster and would KO it as well. I think. But I think I'm just going to attract you and Psychic you. There we go. Oh, it's going for counter. There we go. So it is Miltank 1. I guess both Facade and Psychic. Yeah. We're fine. Now, if I had the choice between Miltank 1 and Snorlax 1 in draft, I think I would have taken Miltank 1 just for the fire and the speed. Yeah, the only reason I wouldn't have ignored Bull 4 is because Snorlax just doesn't have to deal with it. Like Mega Kick crits or whatever. So, let's see. I mean, against Miltank, most likely I would have been fine because I would have just been in a situation where I can either debond the Miltank or it's Miltank 4 and it can't kill me. So, and I just have to burn it so it doesn't rest. Ground. No phrase. Okay. I think ground is typically good for Gengar. Gengar usually, does not mind the ground types at all. As long as it's got Ice Punch. Yeah, Dugong Dugtrio. I guess we're probably just going Brick Break and, well, there's two options here, I guess. So, Gengar against Doug. We do outspeed, so we might as well go with the Ice Punch so it doesn't fissure. And then with Dugong. And the other thing is Heracross can go for the Brick Break, but yeah, we might as well go for the Brick Break rather than the Earthquake. Because all of them except for Dugong 3 are dead. Alright, who they got in the back? Golem. It's so nice that Gengar is just free, like, Quick Claw Boom insurance. Since that's, like, such a an easy way to die in doubles. He's getting boomed. After you lose him on. Seventh match. No type. Impossible. Okay. Squad's been working. Let's run it. Oh, man. Actually, no, this is fine. I was going to say Follow Me Clefable would be kind of annoying with Blaziken, but we can just Earthquake. And Earthquake should take out all the Blazikens. Yeah. Blaziken 3 is 118? Jeez, that's not even that fast. Okay. So we should be fine. Yeah. Let's just go Earthquake, and I guess we'll go for a Psychic on the Clefable. Guess we could have gone for a Freeze. Curse, yeah. Easy match. I mean, this honestly, this draft was kind of cracked. Have that kind of draft. Like, that's almost a free round. Although the Fearow match was actually pretty scary. That's like, I mean, that's exact. Obviously, that can happen anytime. Like, you get Quick Clawed on Gengar, and like that's also that would have been a worry with Salamence too, though. I always think about like the Slow King, Quick Claws with like Ice Beam and Psychic. Like, you're gonna risk that whether you pick Gengar or Salamence. And it's just you, but it's like you're not just gonna never use those mods. You have to, you know, you kind of just have to use them and then hope you don't get those. Hope you don't run into those Quick Claw mons that can KO you and get the Quick Claw activation. And unfortunately, that's just what happened that match. And it happened to be Fearow Amon in the back that can Oko, Heracross, and is faster, which is not super common as well. So it was lucky that we got out of that. That was kind of a rare scenario. We'll go up to round 16. Poison? No phrase. Okay. So we might have some Gengars to deal with. So, I mean, what are we going to be scared of with Poison? Gengars. Let's see, Mux Weezings can obviously boom. That's a worry. So, getting a Psychic type would be nice there. Not really too concerned about, like, the Venu, Vileplume, Victory Bell stuff. Are there any other poisons I'm forgetting? Oh, Nidoqueen, Nidoking. They can Earthquake, so I gotta be worried. I gotta worry about that. And Nidoking with the Horn Drills. Alright. Scissor, though, could be fine. Okay, Scissor, 2. you know, obviously all the Gengars have like fire punches, or a lot of them do, so that's kind of a worry with getting Scizor here. You've got Nidoking and Nidoqueen's fire moves too. Oh baby, now we're talking. That's what we're taking. All right. Latios, is that 6? Yeah. Okay. Electrode, that's not bad. Electrode, 3? Yeah, Lychee Berry. It's not bad, Mom, because I can help take out the I can help take out the water types that have Ice Beam. This is the Coomer luck we know and love. You know, Dave, at some point, you have to consider whether it's luck or skill. Okay, I think that's fair. Oh, and Tentacruel, that's a poison type I forgot about. Tenta-1, that's not bad. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Oh, like I said, Dave, there is an art and a skill to it. It can't just be luck. Oh man, an Umbreon 1? That's not that's actually not something bad to take in the back. So some options to take in the back honestly are Scizor. I mean, I think we're going Mence Lottie up front. We could go Scizor in the back to take the ice moves. Now, Salamence 7, I guess, if we face a Starmie, Crunch actually, okay. Oh, no, it outspeeds us. So, but, I guess Latios could T-Wave it or go for the partner, but then, obviously, Scizor coming in could just Silver Wind it. Ice Beam's not doing much. Must be RNG manipping. Hey, did you see me counting the frames by after that round? I was just like, I was kind of nodding my head, and I knew I was like, you know, it had been about 173 frames, and so then I knew to go to the this draft. So my two options would be Umbreon 1 or Scizor 2. So the nice thing is that Umbreon 1, after an Intimidate from Salamence, like a lot of things are doing nothing. And obviously I can just take out the fighting types with Lottie. Scizor obviously has to worry about fire coverage, which I won't necessarily be able to take out very easily. And there are mons like Gengar with fire ice coverage. Now Gengar, I actually outspeed with Salamence in KO, so that's actually fine. Obviously you can get Bright Powdered. That would be a worry. Once per frame. So now so this is where Electrode's kind of interesting, right? Electrode 3 versus like a Starmie. This is where do I take Salamence in the back? I mean, that's an option. Because I'm just trying to think if I let, like... Obviously, you've got, like, the Slow Kings and stuff that, like I said, I could just get Quick Claw Beam. That doesn't even KO, unfortunately. I'd be kind of SOL against ground types. That's really annoying that doesn't KO. Being faster than Starmie is kind of crazy, though. I mean, another option is I go Salamence Electrode, and then I go Lottie in the back. Yeah, it's easy with like the good drafts to like just try to go like an auto win mode, and then not think about a specific scenario that kind of counters you. So I'm just trying to avoid that. So if I went Umbreon 1, I would have to go like Scizor just Okos. I'm trying to think if... No, it's not. I mean, that is a fair option. The only reason I don't like that, Dave, is because of the Starmie matchup. Because, like, in a Starmie situation, I have to swap out Salamence or sacrifice it. And sacrificing it feels stupid. So I would have to go Tenta, take the Ice Beam. And I would have to go Shadow Ball onto Starmie with Lottie. And then Lottie would not KO it. So either I'm eating an Ice Beam with Lottie, or I'm eating a Psychic with Tenta. And I don't love those options. I kind of would prefer... Like, for example, if I had Umbreon in the back, I take Little from Ice Beam, I do the Shadow Ball, and then the next turn, yeah, I'm eating the Ice Beam, but then I take it out with Feint Attack. The only thing I don't like with, so like with Tenta, I guess it's kind of the same thing, because I'm still eating an Ice Beam in either scenario. Or I'm eating an Ice Beam and then another move from Starmie in both scenarios. The only scenario where I'm not is if I take Electrode. And yeah, Psychic can't KO. But I'm wondering about, like, with Lottie and Salamence, like, could Blissey be an issue? And what I like about, I guess Tentacruel does kind of smack the Blissies with Sludge Bomb. And it also prevents toxic stuff, which Umbreon does too, with Synchro. Because I just Synchro the toxic back onto Blissey. Although I guess it could well, it wouldn't softball after that. Now, obviously, Scizor can't get toxic. It destroys Blissey. I mean, one other option is to lead Scizor with either Lottie or Salamence. Probably Salamence. Well, no. No, because... Well... I guess if I let it with the Lottie... If I see a Starmie, I'm just going for the Silver Wind. But what if there's a Fire type? I do like having Quick Claw. Quick Claw is kind of nice. Because technically, I have a 20% chance to Quick Claw the Starmie, and then it can't even KO me. Now, Slow Kings also have Flamethrower, which I guess is kind of scary for the Scizor scenario. I could get into trouble there. Man. The Electrode's kind of tempting. I could even keep Salamence in the back and swap it in if I need to. Blissies do get tricky if I take Electrode. I think Blissies get a little tricky. I guess I would have to just T-Wave them right away. I guess I would have to T-Wave the Blissey right away, and then just slowly smack it with things. Yeah. I mean, Starmie is just one mon. You know, it's just annoying because it is faster and it can 2-hit KO Lottie, and it is faster and can Opa Salamence. So like, Starmie could very easily 1v2 there. It just takes out Salamence. I guess it could 1v2 them because Lottie would get a move off. Yeah, I know. Gengar's not worried because I have Salamence 8. So leading Salamence 8 in this... Well, okay, yeah, that's true. With the Gengar, leading Salamence 8 in this battle makes a lot of sense. And just hope I don't get Bright Powdered. But... Yeah, how could I not lead the Lottie, though? Lottie... I guess Lottie could just T-Wave it. Let's see if I had to. I mean, Tenta isn't a horrible option. I'm kind of wondering against, like, what would be a worry? I guess Metagross isn't really a worry. I don't know why. Honestly, there are options, yeah. Scizor, Umbreon, Penta. I mean, what would be scary? Like, it's just like those Quick Claw Waters, I feel like. It's like Slowking Starmie stuff is like the worry. And like Umbreon technically does the most average against them because it's not at risk of dying from their moves. Tenta probably does. Tenta does better on average into everything else, probably, except for steel types. Like Metagross could be annoying. I mean, yeah, Scizor can punch through anything. And I do like the Quick Claw upside. How fast is Scizor? 85? 85 is pretty good. Umbreon is so fat. I do like having a physical attacker. Yeah, that's probably the move. Just go to Scizor. No, there's Sludge Bomb. No, Tenta 1's not weak at all. Tenta 1's strong. Tenta would do pretty good against most stuff. It's just like steel types, which, I mean, yeah, Salamence is fine against steel types. There's no steel types with ice coverage, so it's not like that's a huge... I guess except for Metagross does. Does that even kill Salamence? Probably. Salamence 8. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, Scizor does fine into meta. I'm actually faster than those meta, too. So that's probably fine. I'd probably go Scizor in the back. Okay. Umbreon 1, I mean, both of those could have been plays. I think I was leaning Umbreon 1 as second and 10th a third. I really don't mind Electrode up front, too. Snorlax. See, now Scizor should be defined against Snorlax, too, which is nice. So I guess Luster Purge probably just takes us out. And then I guess I could Flamethrower the Lax, maybe. Or just probably just Dragon Claw it. Man, Luster Purge actually does not. Are you serious? That is crazy. Vileplume 1 and 2 with the bulk. And so Salamence definitely isn't killing it with Flamethrower then. Do I really want to double the Vileplume though? Because what's Vileplume 1 or 2 going to do? Vileplume 1's not going to do much. Vileplume 2, yeah, double team could be annoying, but I think that's fine. I could also double the Lax. Nah, I would want to get rid of the Vileplume. I guess Vileplume can't really touch Scizor though. So I could kind of ignore it in that sense. So Snorlax 4, Intimidated. Dragon Claw does I guess because I can maybe ignore, because I could just go Dragon Claw, Dragon Claw, Dragon Claw, and ignore the Vileplume for a turn, and then that way something in the back doesn't come in that's annoying. That would be like a Gengar. No. Flames and T-Wave Lax. Oh yeah, I could T-Wave it. I think I'd rather just. I think I have the damage to just take it out right now though, and it's Intimidated. I think I would just Dragon Claw and then maybe take out the Vileplume because, well, if it is Vileplume 3 or 4. A Stun Spore would be kind of annoying. So I don't want to leave Vileplume 3 to Stun Spore me. I think that would be kind of annoying. So I might as well just hit the Vileplume right now. Oh wow, that's a bulky Lax. That's a bulky boy. It could be going for Belly Drum. Okay, it was Vileplume 3 or 4. He just curses. Is that so that did like 25. Thanks, V-Breeze. So well, there's a couple things I'm thinking about. Snorlax. So, it's Vileplume 3 or 4, and Snorlax didn't get lefties, and he's a bulky boy, and he cursed. So it's either 7 or 2. Now, Snorlax 7 still is not going to kill. So I guess we just double the Nidoqueen. Unfortunately. And we just let the Snorlax Hyper Beam if he's gonna Hyper Beam. I don't know if I want a Dragon Claw for the Poison Point. Do I? It probably doesn't matter. I don't want to let Nidoqueen Ice Beam me, so I don't think I want the Poison Point. So I'm just gonna. Yeah, I don't think the Poison Point matters, and I could get a crit. So I guess in the event that I get a crit, I'll Dragon Claw and Luster Purge. He gets the Quick Claw Curse. Okay. Yeah, I think we just Dragon Claw and... Well, I guess at this point, Snorlax 7 with a Curse has... He can see a Hyper Beam kill on Salamence, and he can see one on Latios. So it doesn't really matter who I swap out, but he's more likely to go for Latios right now. I could swap. I guess I could swap to Scizor. And it doesn't really matter, because if he Hyper Beams, I'm just going to get the Dragon Claw. So I might as well attack right now. I guess he could Quick Claw. But he can't heal, so I don't think that matters. Unless he gets like a Hyper Beam. I don't think that matters. Yeah. Doesn't matter. If he gets a Quick Claw, and then I get one Dragon Claw if I do another 25. And he's charging, do another 25. Then he gets a Quick Claw, and then I miss a Silverwind. I guess it could matter. Now, if he Quick Claws the Salamence right now, that's really bad, though. So I guess I might as well just attack. Oh my gosh, he does get the Quick Claw. Oh my goodness. So I Dragon Claw, and then I guess I Silverwind. He's got 2 curses, though. I guess Steel Wing's stronger. They have the same accuracy. How do I never used Scizor before. Oh no, Silverwind's 100 accuracy. What am I talking about? Yeah, we definitely Silverwind. Now the funny thing is, yeah, there's nothing to do. Okay, for some reason I always thought Silverwind had 90 accuracy. I don't know why. I guess only Scizor has it. And the round 2, or 1 and 2 Pokemon. Second match. No type. No phrase. Now the question is, do I take this Snorlax in the back? If it's got a meat, well, it can always Earthquake, which is kind of nice. Thick Fat or Immunity would both be decent, honestly. And I have Quick Claw to take out the Starmies. I'm not at risk of like fire types either, whereas Scizor is. I almost feel like I take the Snorlax. Because I just feel like Scizor is like good, but he's probably just gonna get he could just get fire typed, which is what I worry about. Like, how does this Snorlax fare against this Slowking? Right, one of them with flamethrower that could take out Scizor. I guess that is kind of annoying because we speed tie, and I'd have to go Shadow Ball into Hyper Beam, which isn't the worst thing. The irony is Scizor has... Well, Scizor would die to a Quick Claw. It would be a Quick Claw speed tie. Kind of lean the Snorlax. Yeah. Lantern and Lottie. Well... So the annoying thing here is that Lantern could have Ice Beam. Let's see if we're Thick Fat or Immunity. Oh, we are Thick Fat. Cool. I'll take a Thick Fat. So, okay. Here are some options. It could be Lottie 2 with Quick Claw Ice Beam in the Salamence. We can kill with a Dragon Claw. That's probably what we go for. Lantern obviously could go for like a T-Wave into Salamence or Lottie. Or it could go for, here, what's my item? It's Shovel, okay. And then, or it could go for Ice Beam. So... Oh, it's kind of annoying. I mean, we can Earthquake the Lantern next turn, which is kind of nice. It could Confuse Ray. I guess it's not Slow and Steady, so it's not Lantern 1. Which actually makes it more likely to be Lantern 4. And like Lantern 2, I don't really think I care about what it does, or 3. Yeah, I could call Wildcat. Can't be Lantern 1. I think I swap out. And then I just Dragon Claw. Oh my gosh, it was Focus Band. Unbelievable. He goes Rain Dance. Okay, so we're just gonna Earthquake. And it doesn't really matter what we do. I guess we'll Dragon Claw again. Okay, no double Focus Band, thank goodness. Big boosted Hydro Pump. Ugh, we don't even get the kill. Let's Earthquake again, and I guess we will Shadow Ball. Well, if we get the Quick Claw Earthquake, we'd want to Dragon Claw. Use Protects. Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing. Okay, good work, Snorlax. I wonder how much a Rain boosted Hydro Pump would have done to Scizor. Okay. 80. So after an Ice Beam from Lottie, it could an 80 Ice Beam. Okay, so it never would have killed Scizor. I'm just kind of curious on the decision there. Whether it was a good one. Steel, high risk. Oh boy. All right, let's go Mence. Let's go Mence. Get those flamethrowers off. No, we're not swapping. Oh. Hey, there's my Scizor. I think we just double the meta here. Even though we can take out Scizor. If we just take out the meta, then Salamence is free to take out Scizor next turn. We can always swap out. So meta 1, 5, 8. Yeah, we definitely want to take out the meta for boom chances too. One, 5, 1 we do 78, 5, 82, 8, 82. So Latios is probably fine to do whatever. Geez, that's a strong explosion. Did we do 72 with Ments? 25, 78. Oh yeah, we got a Dragon Claw, of course. Alright. No Quick Claw Boom. That was scaring me. Okay, that one did like 95, so that tells us something. Counter. Crit. I don't know if that was killing. I don't think it was. Fourth match. Water. No phrase. Okay. The thing is, I don't think we want the meta. I guess it could have been, yeah. Even like meta 5 or 8, it could have done 95. So we don't really know anything except for we know that Scizor countered, which means it was focus banned, which doesn't really tell us anything about the Metagross. Alright, water no phrase. We're just gonna keep. Ooh, Walrein Golduck. Not what you want to see. With immense. So, Golduck 1 doesn't matter. Golduck 2 doesn't matter. Golduck 3 would actually protect, I think. Because it's not going to see a kill. So it's really just Golduck 4 that's annoying. I don't think he's faster than me. Yeah, he's only 123. Obviously Latios could just smack it with a Dragon Claw. Which is what I might do. Although Walrein's actually kind of the scarier thing. So Walrein 1 does see a Blizzard kill sometimes, and then Walrein 2 Ice Beam, 3 that just has the Oko moves. Obviously 4. I'd rather have the. I think I'd rather go Dragon Claw into the chance to just 2-hit KO Walrein 4, and then Earthquake the Golduck. Obviously Golduck cross chops are kind of annoying for Snorlax, but I think we can risk that. I think we swap out, and then we go Dragon Claw into Walrein. Okay, no protects. Okay, yep, it is Golduck 4. And it's Walrein 1. Okay, so I think we're going... So I guess we go Earthquake and Dragon Claw? There's no point in cursing because of cross chop. Dragon Claw has a chance to KO. And of course, Snorlax picks this up. Yeah, with Earthquake. Yeah. Cross chop is still a little scary here. Yep, Walrein goes Protect. Get a little Shell Bell healing. Oh, okay, okay. I thought that was going to be a crit. Gengar. Okay, so it's not Gengar 1 or 2. Do we just go with the Shadow Ball in case we get the Quick Claw? Or do we even KO? Yeah, we can KO. Yeah, so let's just go with the Shadow Ball in case we get the Quick Claw. And then I guess we'll go with... now, Thick Fat Snorlax should be pretty fine against this. No, I guess we'll go for Luster Purge. Goes for Protect again. Do we want to paralyze this thing so it doesn't protect? So Snorlax 7 against Walrein 1. Honestly, I kind of wonder if we curse. Well, I guess if we go Earthquake, Dragon Claw, we should be able to take it out then. So we do 21. Because it's gonna go for a Blizzard right now. Is the only thing. But we do like 40. Yeah, so we're gonna do like 60, and then Salamis should do another one. So that's fine. So I think we're fine to go Earthquake. And Dragon Claw. Yeah. Whoa, did it not see a kill on Lottie? Oh, I guess it only sees 46%, yeah. So now it might see a kill, but it also might protect, but that's fine. Well, I guess we'll just curse. Okay. Now it was gonna go for it. Alright, we were fine. That's where the Thick Fat Snorlax comes in handy. 5th match. No type. Battle flow. And that's also a situation where if I had that's a situation where I could have lost a Walrein if I had Scizor. Because like let's say on the turn I went for the Luster Purge, right? Let's say because I don't know if that Gengar has Fire Punch. So like let's say it Fire Punches the Scizor, just takes me out. And then I'm left with Salamence and Lottie against the Walrein. Now, I guess I could have swapped out the Scizor to Salamence to just in case. But but then what about in that situation? And it doesn't have Fire Punch, and it just Ice Punches my Lottie and freezes it or something stupid. And then I'm just playing swap games, trying to unfreeze, and yeah, I don't know. It gets tricky. No type battle flow. No, we're not swapping. Vileplume Charizard. See if it's whiter. It's not whiter. I don't like Charizard Dragon Claw. Although it's probably Charizard 1, Vileplume 4. So I think we're probably, and it's probably gonna Scary Face. But as Vileplume 4, we can just take it out with Lottie. So I guess if it's Scary Faces the Ments, that's annoying though, because then you can get a Sun Boosted Fire Blast next turn, potentially. If like the Vileplume got Quick Claw Sunny Day, or if it just, well, I guess it would never get a Sun Boosted one, because unless Vileplume got Quick Claw. Because if it went for Sunny Day, it wouldn't Scary Face. So. But that's if it's Charizard 1. It still could be Charizard 3, obviously. In which case, Dragon Claw, or Dragon Claw Crit even in the Lottie is kind of annoying. I guess I just split my attacks, though. Man, do I care about the Vileplume? I probably don't. I probably just take out the Charizard. Yeah, it does go Scary Face. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, it can't freeze me now, so that's fun. And actually, this is fine because now I just swap out the Snorlax and I go Luster Purge into you. Oh my gosh, it gets the Quick Claw. Oh no, it has Chlorophyll. Can't freeze me though, which is nice. So the only thing Regice could really do to Snorlax, and I'm slower anyways. But I could get a Sun Boosted Flamethrower off. How much does that do? So we have one, so it's been 2 turns of Sun. This will be the 3rd turn of Sun. It could be Hail though. It could be Hail Regice. Sun Boosted is doing like 50% though. How much is Latios doing? Not much. I could just T-Wave it. Honestly, that's probably the best move right now. Is just T-Wave it and go Curse. Double team. That's annoying. So it is Regice 4 with Hail. So with a +1, I should kill it with 4 Earthquakes. It's got Lefties, so I guess I'll just Curse again. It's got 14. I actually would still outspeed it. I would speed tie at 3. Yeah, I guess I'll just Curse again. And go with the Dragon Claw. Okay. That's annoying. Well, I have one more turn of Sun. Go Earthquake and Flamethrower. There we go. Sun boosted. And we crit the Earthquake. Gotcha, Regice. Yeah. Yeah, that's why you, like... It is really tricky with 4 times weaknesses and doubles, because you just always have 2 Pokemon on the field that could see those kills. And... Which is why you have to be very careful. Like, Salamence is an amazing lead into so much, but you have to be so careful with how you deal with Ice-type leads, because you just see them so often with the Ice-type coverages. And that's even more so true with swapping for a Salamence lead, but when you draft it, sometimes those bulky Salamences can live like the Ice Punches and stuff, which is nice. Or like a Blastoise Ice Beam or something like that. Ground, high risk. Could take the Regice, but I think I'm fine. Golem Machamp. Alright, Luster Purge surely takes out Machamp. Wow. Why is this Lottie so weak? That is so annoying. That is so annoying how different the Luster Purge is with the power. That's crazy. We might just double the Golem then. I don't think I care what the Machamp does. But yeah, we might as well go Dragon Claw, Dragon Claw. To prevent the boom. Okay, double team. I don't think we care about that, really. I guess we'll go Flamethrower. Wait. Okay, Luster Bridge does take out Needle, so that's fine. We're just Flamethrowing for the, so it doesn't rest. Oh my gosh. There we go, we get the burn, and we hit him on the same turn. Alright. Final match. Grass. Battle Flow. Alright, that is exactly what you want to see for your battle, for your last battle. Grass Battle Flow. Get like an Eggy one, Meganium one. Okay, there's Meganium. Obviously, Ludi has Ice Beam. Not the Rain Dance one, but it doesn't have to be the Rain Dance one here. So we do 45. Wow, we don't even kill the Ludi. That's and it's actually 6. That's crazy. We don't even kill the Ludi. Yeah, I don't think we want to risk that. I think what we do, actually, is we T-Wave the Ludi. And swap to Salamence. Or swap to Salamence. So I don't want one of those Ludis with the, like, toxic and stuff to win. Okay. Let's go back to Mence, and then let's Meganium 1 can just like synthesize. Meganium 1 can't really touch my Pokemon right now, so I think we just smack the Ludi with Dragon Claw before it gets like double teams up. Wow, the crit. And it goes Giga Drain, okay. So that's fine. Let's just Sun Boost Flamethrower you, and I guess it's just gonna keep Giga Drain with one Looney thing. So we'll just Dragon Claw. Yeah. Alright. Could be Bright Powder, let's just Flamethrower and Dragon Claw. Yeah, we're fine. Sun boosted Flamethrower. Thanks, Meganium. Alright. That one wasn't too bad. That one was not too bad at all. Alright. Well, we got to 112. Solid, another 2 rounds. A little spooky with the Heracross. Heracross got real spooky. That was really lucky with the Snorlax. I'm fine to admit that. I mean, it was unlucky, then lucky. That's how it goes. Some really lucky drafts, though, that's for sure. Some really lucky drafts. We take those. Next, we'll be back for round 17. Oh, so, yeah. In the meantime, everybody have a good day, and enjoy the weekend, and we will see you all next time. Peace.